A cute new addition at the Riverside Discovery Center is settling in nicely to his new home. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a male puma cub now calls the Riverside Discovery Center in Scottsbluff home after Game and Parks officials found him abandoned in northeast Nebraska. RDC's Alex Mason says trail cameras showed that the cub was underweight and had been without a mother for an extended period of time.
And then they started noticing on trail cams that mom was nowhere to be found. They started noting a decline in weight. They started noticing a lot of abnormal behavior from him, more than likely from the decline of weight. And we had a really cold snap all of a sudden, so that was around that time frame when we had that really cold snap. He was found underneath someone's porch, scared. And because of Nebraska Game and Parks, if they take something out of the wild, it's not going back.
The cub was initially taken to a facility in Ashland, Nebraska, and staff from Henry Doorly Zoo cared for him while in quarantine until a permanent home could be found. Luckily, Riverside Discovery Center was next on the AZA's list for a facility that had space for a puma and was transported to Scottsbluff shortly after. The 5-month-old cub is currently visible in the Discovery Building, and he will move to his permanent home in the RDC Cat Complex when he reaches an appropriate size. Staff says there will also be a naming contest in the near future to give this little furball an appropriate name. Well, a Scottsbluff woman arrested for selling methamphetamine to a CI working for the Wing Drug Task Force has been sentenced. 37-year-old Samantha Hightower was sentenced last week following her conviction stemming from a 2020 controlled buy in Scottsbluff, where she sold $75 worth of meth to the CI. Hightower had pleaded no contest to an amended charge of attempted distribution of an exceptionally hazardous drug and was sentenced to 180 days in jail with 91 days credit for time already served. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking for your next home, or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Back. An inmate who died last week is the 4th death in as many weeks at the Wyoming Medium Correctional Center in Torrington. A report from Wyoming Corrections says 66-year-old Frank Lee Apodaca died on Wednesday at the community hospital in Torrington. The Wyoming Department of Corrections said it will conduct an autopsy to determine the cause of death. Apodaca was from Fort Collins and was sentenced to 9 to 12 years in prison back in 2017 after being convicted of third-degree sexual assault and intrusion on a victim under the age of 16 in Laramie County. Well, 16 businesses associated with gubernatorial candidate Republican Jim Pillen received about $7.8 million in federal loans during the pandemic and later returned over $5 million of that. The loans were part of the Paycheck Protection Program that was created to help businesses during the coronavirus pandemic. More than 114,000 loans worth a total of $5.39 billion were reportedly granted to Nebraska businesses. Sarah Pillen, who is co-CEO of the Columbus-based company, said the loans helped the business keep employees at a time when the spread of the virus disrupted the meatpacking industry. And Warren Buffett's company reported a third quarter profit that was roughly 1/3 the amount of last year's profit because of much smaller paper gains of the value of its investments, but most of its businesses were continuing to recover from the effects of the pandemic. Buffett had long said Berkshire's operating earnings offer a better view of quarterly performance because they exclude investments and derivatives, which can vary widely. By that measure, Berkshire's operating earnings grew 18% to more than $6.4 billion. Well, still to come, your full week weather forecast and a recap of the weekend that was in sports. Chris Control will have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
A community is connections, friends, family, schools, teams. At Allo, we're honored to be a part of your community. As members of the community, we're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. We're providing low and no-cost broadband to qualifying community members. Go to allofiber.com/EBB to learn more.
Make a great investment this Black Friday. Renewal by Anderson's awesome Black Friday event is backed by popular demand. Don't wait another day. This is incredible. 20% off every window plus a Visa gift card up to $1,500. No money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. You don't pay a dime until 2023. Make a fantastic investment. Act fast. This incredible offer runs from Black Friday, November 26th through December 10th only. But don't wait. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com. Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sale is back.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we came crashing back to normal, didn't we? After an amazing weekend of weather, temps much cooler today and cloudier out there, breezy at times as well, and that's really going to be the highlight of the whole week. Temps are going to be cooler this week than what they were last week. It'll be breezy to windy at times. We don't really see any big precip chances coming till maybe the middle part of next week. It's going to be a little bit before we see some precip chances in here. Look at that, 77 degrees yesterday. We missed that record by just 2, set back in 1931 when it was 79. Gorgeous day yesterday, and really it has been a very nice last couple weeks or so, right about normal for precip here for the month. But take a look at this. Ever since we had that dip down there in temperatures, right around the 1st of November, it has been very nice. So if you notice, the trend kind of continues here, and then we dip down to some colder than normal temps just for a couple of days, only to rebound and get very nice there through the last part of the week. Last week, really from Wednesday on, we were much above normal. And we fell back down today, but we're more back in that near normal. We'll even be near to above normal most of the week with temperatures, but certainly a lot cooler than where they were yesterday. We have 40s out here across the area right now, low to mid 40s for pretty much everybody. Winds are out of the east-southeast at 5 to 15, occasionally some gusts closer to 20. We'll see winds start to increase, though, tomorrow and on Thursday especially. Looks like we're going to head to school tomorrow with sunshine and 30 degrees when you get on that bus. Beautiful looking day, and turn around and bring it home with temperatures in the mid-50s and conditions as we go later on in the day tomorrow. So tonight, partly cloudy skies, all said and done, and quiet weather conditions, not much going on. Precip's going to stay to the north of us, and lows overnight going to fall down into primarily the upper 20s to near 30 degrees out there. As we go into the day tomorrow, we have sunshine coming our way through most of the morning. By mid to late morning, we start to bring some clouds in, and then by afternoon, it'll be cloudy here across all the region. Rain and snow chances, very slight, a hit or miss sprinkle or shower. Can't be ruled out with this system, but it's going to be very few and far between, and mainly tomorrow evening. mid and upper 50s for most of us, near 60 in a few locations for highs tomorrow. Again, that's actually a couple of degrees above normal for this time of year. 29 and partly cloudy tonight. Not much going on. Tomorrow it's going to be mostly cloudy, especially by later on in the day, and highs near 60. As we look at our extended forecast, we cool back down Wednesday, Thursday behind that frontal system. Windy at times as well, with temperatures back to closer to 50. And then as we get to the weekend, Saturday a little warmer, Sunday a little cooler, Monday a little warmer, 50s and 60s, though, will take us all the way through most of this 7-day forecast.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director. Can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor time. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Season's ending and seasons are beginning. Let's start on the front end of things for basketball season. WNCC Hoops opening up their home portion of the schedule tonight. They've got a women's and men's doubleheader on tap against Northwest College at Cougar Palace. Now the men, they won on the road at Adams State against the JV team there on Friday in Alamosa, Colorado, 91-57. Tonight the women, they'll open their season. We'll have radio coverage with Chuck Schwartz on KOZY 101.3 and streaming on the website starting at 5:15. A quick turnaround for Chuck as far as the broadcast side of things concerned. WNCC Volleyball, they had their season finish over the weekend. Chuck was up at Cougar Palace for the Region 9 tournament. The Cougars, well, they got beat on Saturday by EWC and they finished their campaign at 24-15. NJC, they won the A championship bracket on Friday with a win over Central Wyoming, and then Saturday it was Central coming back through the B championship bracket to win over EWC. So both NJC and Central Wyoming advanced to the national tournament starting on November 18th later this month. And in fall sports, things finishing up at the high school level. In football, Scottsbluff got beat by Aurora 34-14. You could say it was closer than the final score. It was tied 14-14 late in the third quarter, but the Huskies eventually pull away and win at home. Aurora kept Scottsbluff running back Sebastian Boyle in check, held the sophomore to just 34 yards rushing on the night. Meanwhile, Aurora's running back Carlos Colazo went for 280 and 4 touchdowns. Aurora gets Scott in one semifinal. Bennington takes on Elkhorn in the other semifinal. Potter Dix, they advanced to the semis in 6-man with a win over Parkview Christian. And also from the weekend, Scott Catholic won their 7th straight Class B volleyball state title, a 4-set win over Norris. That'll do it for today's update right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United Miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, the Scottsbluff School Board of Education tonight will take up a pair of proposals intended to increase the number of substitute teachers available to the district. So far this school year, the district is seeing an average of 3.27 on-field jobs a day, with Fridays seeing the most need of more than 8 jobs, and the highest so far in September, where 15 jobs were on-filled on a Friday. Superintendent Dr. Andrew Dick says it's not due to an increase in the number of teachers, but a smaller pool of available substitutes that's having an impact inside school buildings.
Our teachers then are having to cover other classes, our principals are having to cover other classes, and even from time to time the superintendent has stepped in to help out, and the challenges that are and demands of our teachers already face are very, very high, and so then when they're having to give up their valuable planning time to cover classes, it only just adds to those challenges.
Substitute pay rates would increase between just under 7% to a little less than 17% under the proposal. The other would create an incentive program for individuals seeking their substitute certificate by reimbursing them up to $320 for the cost of the human relations training component after 5 days of substituting in a district classroom. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. I'll see you here next time.